Hello everyone. The escape of thousands of wild monkeys from Monkey Island has become a problem in Florida. With about 800,000 individuals, wild monkeys have caused chaos and heavy damage to cities. So what challenges have they posed to the residents here? And how have they dealt with them? Let's find out with us, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to update our latest information. In Volusia County, Florida, monkeys have become notorious for breaking into homes, offices, and stores in their relentless search for food. These primates are not just a minor nuisance. They are capable of breaking windows, tearing up furniture, and damaging wiring and appliances. This destructive behavior results in significant financial loss, with annual damages reaching up to $120 million. Additionally, the presence of monkeys in urban areas extends beyond just financial damage. They cause substantial disruption to daily life by invading public spaces such as parks and schools, creating noise and litter problems, and even disrupting traffic. Their boldness and familiarity with human environments make them especially difficult to manage once they have established themselves in an area. What strategies do you think could be implemented to mitigate these disruptions and ensure public safety? To protect their community's security and safety, Florida hunters have taken on the role of warriors to combat the invasion of wild monkey populations. Hunting wild monkeys with bows and arrows is both effective and deeply rooted in California's hunting culture. This method has proven advantageous in several ways, enhancing the hunter's stealth and success. One significant advantage of using bows and arrows is the reduced noise compared to guns. Bows create minimal noise when firing arrows, allowing hunters to approach their targets more quietly and avoid startling other monkeys or surrounding wildlife. This stealth is crucial for maintaining a low profile and preventing the herd from scattering. However, wild monkeys are sophisticated animals, capable of running at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour. Their agility and speed make them challenging targets for hunters. To manage wild monkey populations more swiftly and effectively, hunters often turn to .22 caliber rifles or higher, depending on the monkey's size and the hunting environment. A rifle with a good balance of accuracy, range, and power is ideal for this task. Along with that, optics play a crucial role in successful hunting. A quality rifle scope with the appropriate magnification helps in accurate shooting. Especially at longer distances. Scopes with adjustable settings for different ranges are beneficial. Additionally, binoculars are used to spot monkeys from afar and observe their behavior before taking a shot. So how do you ensure a stable shooting position and predict a monkey's movements when hunting? When spotting prey, it's vital to assess the situation, including the distance to the monkey and ensuring a stable shooting position. The effective shooting distance when hunting wild monkeys with a rifle can range from 50 to 300 yards, depending on the rifle type and the hunter's skill. Understanding the monkey's behavior to predict its movements is also critical. Additionally, hunters must have a clear view with no obstructions between them and the monkey. It's essential to verify what lies beyond the target to avoid any unintended damage or injury. When aiming, using support such as a gun mount, bipod, or any available aid helps keep the rifle steady. Practicing breath control minimizes movement and enhances accuracy. So what are some key techniques to ensure accuracy and a humane kill when hunting monkeys? Next, executing the shot involves aiming for the monkey's vital areas, such as the chest or head, to ensure a quick and humane kill. The trigger must be squeezed steadily and evenly to avoid jerking the gun and affecting accuracy. In particular, hunting wild monkeys with rifles offers several advantages that make it a popular choice among hunters. One significant benefit is the longer range provided by rifles, allowing hunters to engage targets at greater distances. However, hunting wild monkeys with rifles also has its disadvantages. One major drawback is the regulatory restrictions associated with rifle hunting. There are often strict regulations and licensing requirements for owning and hunting with rifles, which can vary by region and be time-consuming to comply with. Additionally, there are regulations on hunting seasons and population limits, which can limit when and how many monkeys can be hunted. What are your thoughts on this approach? We'd love to hear your perspective, so please share your views in the comments section below. Hello everyone. Queensland and New South Wales are home to the largest feral pig populations in the country. With estimates ranging from 5 to 9 million pigs. This massive presence has caused significant damage, with losses estimated at up to $130 million, particularly impacting agriculture and the broader ecosystem. Both provinces invest around $19 million annually in efforts to manage and mitigate the effects of feral pigs on their land and environment. However, each province adopts its own set of preferred control methods. So, what strategies do hunters in Queensland and New South Wales use to combat the feral pig population? Stay with us to explore these questions. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. In Queensland, hunters often prefer to hunt wild pigs with dogs because the region's large and diverse habitats are ideal for wild pigs' development and reproduction. As a result, hunters in Queensland typically go in groups of 2 to 5 people when hunting wild pigs with dogs. The most commonly used breeds are Bull Arabs, Catahoula leopard dogs, and Australian pig dogs. which are valued for their strength, endurance, and tracking capabilities.
I killed 2 years with it and a hog.
Along with that, hunters usually equip their dogs with GPS collars, costing between $200 to $400 each, to monitor their movements. Additionally, hunters carry knives, usually with blades ranging from 15 to 30 centimeters for close encounters, and some carry firearms as a backup. First aid kits costing around 50 to 100 AUD are also essential for treating any injuries sustained by the dogs during the hunt. When the dogs detect a wild pig, they will typically signal their discovery by barking loudly and attempting to hold the pig in place. The GPS collars on the dogs allow hunters to track their exact location, often within a range of 10 kilometers. Upon receiving the signal, hunters quickly move towards the dogs, sometimes covering distances of several kilometers over rough terrain. The dog's continuous barking helps guide the hunters directly to the scene, where the pig is being held. Have you ever wondered what it takes to safely and humanely secure a wild pig during a hunt? Upon arriving at the location, hunters must act swiftly and carefully to secure the wild pig. They often use knives to deliver a quick, humane kill, typically targeting the heart or lungs. Wild pigs can weigh between 60 to 100 kilograms, and when cornered, they can be aggressive, posing a risk to both hunters and dogs. To mitigate this risk, hunters often work in pairs, with one person restraining the pig while the other delivers the kill. The use of firearms, such as rifles or shotguns, is sometimes necessary, particularly if the pig is too large or dangerous to handle with a knife alone. After the hunt, Queensland hunters should follow strict protocols to ensure the safety and well-being of their dogs and the environment.
He's a puppy over there. I got a couple.
This includes providing water and food to the dogs, inspecting them for injuries, and administering first aid if necessary. Hunters should also properly dispose of the pig carcasses, either by burying them or removing them from the site to prevent the spread of diseases like brucellosis or leptospirosis. Additionally, hunters are required to comply with local regulations, such as obtaining the necessary permits and reporting their catch to the Department of Environment and Science, which monitors and manages wild pig populations in the region. Do you agree with this method? If yes, please like the video. If no, leave the number 0 in the comments section to share your opinion. In New South Wales, hunters often choose to hunt wild boar with rifles due to the state's diverse terrain, which includes around 800,000 square kilometers of varying landscapes, such as open plains, farmlands, and dense forests. These areas provide ample visibility and space, making rifles an effective choice for long-range shooting. Popular rifles for wild boar hunting in New South Wales include bolt-action models like the Remington 700, priced between $1,000 to $1,500 odd, and the Ruger American, which costs around $800 to $1,200. These rifles are commonly chambered in powerful calibers such as .308 Winchester or .30-06 Springfield. Additionally, hunters typically equip their rifles with scopes, which range from 200 to 1,000 odd for enhanced accuracy, as well as bipods costing around 100 to 300 odd for stability. Some hunters also use suppressors, which are legal in New South Wales under specific conditions to reduce the noise of the shot. To legally hunt wild boar with a rifle in New South Wales, hunters must obtain an NSWOS restricted game hunting license, which costs 75 ods per year for adults or 40 ods for juniors under 18 years. This license can be obtained through the New South Wales Department of Primary Industries by applying online or at authorized service centres. To qualify, hunters must first pass a mandatory knowledge test on game hunting regulations, safety, and ethics. The test can be taken online or at designated testing centers and costs around 25 odd. What strategies do you consider most important when preparing for a successful wild boar hunt in New South Wales? When planning a wild boar hunt in New South Wales, hunters should consider the hunting season and terrain. Wild boar are more active during the cooler months, from late autumn to early spring, making this the best time to hunt. The terrain varies widely across the state, with some of the best hunting grounds found in areas like the northern tablelands, central west, and riverina regions. Therefore, hunters must be well prepared with essential gear, including weather-appropriate clothing, GPS devices, and high-quality optics to ensure success in these diverse environments. So how do hunters in New South Wales stay responsible after a successful wild boar hunt? After a successful hunt, hunters in New South Wales must adhere to ethical practices and local regulations. This includes properly disposing of the wild boar carcasses to prevent the spread of diseases such as leptospirosis and brucellosis, which can be transmitted to other animals and humans. Hunters are also required to report their kills to the Neswala's DPI, providing specific details such as the number of boars taken, the location of the hunt, and any notable observations about the wild boar population. Reporting can be done through the NSWAT's DPI website or by submitting a written report. What are your thoughts on this approach? We'd love to hear your perspective, so please share your views in the comments section below.